Hello viewers, I am Abubakar Osman. Welcome to Daily News Activities. Today I'm here with Mr. Ibrahim Sorajo, a student of PAMD in Integral University, Lucknow. You are welcome, Mr. Ibrahim.
You are welcome, sir.
So on our today's dialogue, we would like to know what is antacid and all about antacid. But before we proceed, I would like to hear from Mr. Ibrahim. Mr. Ibrahim, what is all about antacid?
Well, indeed, it is my pleasure to be with you as CEO of Daily News Activity, RN Abubakar Osman. When we said antacid, this is the combination of two words, anti and acid. That means a certain preparation or substances that neutralize the excess hydrochloric acid present in the stomach. So in short, you can say the antacid, they are inorganic substances that are weakly bases which prepared to contract or neutralize the excess hydrochloric acid present in the stomach.
Okay, so why should we take this antacid?
Well, this is a very interesting question also. The major reason why that we have to take antacid are many, but let me just mention some few points. First of all, we can take antacid due to ulcer, and also we can take antacid due to reason of GERD, that is GERD, that is gastroesophageal reflux diseases, and we can also take antacid as electrolyte replenishes, and we can also take antacid as systemic alkalosis. In case of systemic acidosis, so we can take or we can administer antacid to serve as in neutralization reaction to increase the pH of systemic circulation.
So, like, which kind of patient should take antacid, or which kind of people are eligible for taking antacid?
So, so many patients are eligible to take antacid. Like the best example that I give you in case of ulcer or GERD, that is gastroesophageal reflux, which is a episode that occur due to the flashback or acid reflux in the esophagus. That we call a episode of irritating episode, or like inflammation of esophagus. While also it also happen in case of ulcer, because we know well about in case of ulcer, there is some mucosal layer or mucosal lining that serve as a protection between the substances that is present in our internal environment and also with our cell lining. So same thing will occur in case of gastric chamber. When there is excess hydrochloric acid and there is nothing in your stomach, like you didn't eat or something else, this acid will keep rubbing and also washing that layer. When it washes that layer, so it will be directly contact to your GI cell.
So now we want to know what happens when we take antacid and what are the side effects of this antacid.
Well, this question refers to what we call mechanism of action of antacid. So first of all, I want you to know that we have almost 4 different types of antacid. Like we have aluminum salt antacid, we have a magnesium salt antacid, we have a calcium salt antacid, we also have a sodium bicarbonate antacid. So in this, like the first one, that is aluminum hydroxide antacid. The aluminum hydroxide antacid, first of all, I want you to know that it is a base. So the base will react with the acid that is present in our stomach. Definitely in chemistry, this is what we call neutralization reaction. And whenever there is a neutralization reaction, definitely we are going to obtain the product of salt and water. So aluminum hydroxide will react with hydrochloric acid present in our stomach. So aluminum will react with chlorine to form aluminum chloride and water also in other hand. Secondly, in case of magnesium hydroxide will also do the same thing, will react with the hydrochloric acid present in our stomach to form magnesium chloride and water also. Same thing will occur in case of calcium salt, that is a calcium carbonate. The calcium carbonate will react with hydrochloric acid present in our stomach. It will form a salt of calcium chloride and also water and also byproduct of CO2, that is carbon dioxide. Then it will evaporate in form of gas. Same thing, it will happen to sodium bicarbonate. The sodium will react with chlorine to form a normal table salt that we know, that is a sodium chloride, and also we'll get the product of water if we fix one oxygen from that CO3 and we merge it with the other OH of the remaining compound to it will form a water, and also we will get also the byproduct of carbon dioxide, which will evaporate in form of gas. That is why in so many preparations of antacid we used to add semi-charcoal or charcoal. That semi-charcoal will form a layer. Whenever this gas is being evaporated, that layer will absorb it, or charcoal layer will absorb it. And also you ask a very interesting question about what are the side effects of this. So each and every one of those antacids consists of specific side effect. Like in case of the first one that I have mentioned, aluminum hydroxide has the side effect of constipation. Magnesium hydroxide has the side effect of laxative effect, we call it, or you can call it in the layman term. We also have a calcium chloride, which will cause kidney stone. We also have a sodium bicarbonate, which will cause a complication to what? To a hypertensive agent. With this, all among those antacids, they all have a specific side effect. Due to this, because the pharmacists are medicine experts, they sit and think about to come with a solution of this. That is why they bring a new compound that we call magaldrite. Magaldrite is a combination of magnesium and aluminum together with sulfate oxide. So this magaldrite is neither having a laxative effect, that is the diarrhea, and no constipation effect.
Okay, so now who and who should not take antacid?
Wow, this is also a very fantastic question. This is what we call contraindication clinically. Contraindication of this antacid are many, but let me just mention some few points. Like a hypertensive agent or any patient who has been restricted to sodium salt, he has to avoid antacid. Also a patient with a kidney problem or kidney renal failure, either it is acute or chronic, he should avoid antacid until and unless it has been suggested by a physician. Also a patient with a liver problem, he should avoid antacid. Also a patient who is taking thyroid medication, like there is one synthetic drug we call levothyroxine. That levothyroxine also is going to lead a serious complication when you are taking antacid. Also a patient who is taking anticoagulant or blood thinners, like the best example I can give you here is warfarin, he shouldn't take antacid. There are so many agents. Like also if you are taking antibiotics like tetracycline, you shouldn't take an antacid because it will form a chelate. When we say chelate, it is going to form a cytokine complex which will decrease the absorption of that antibiotics or other drugs. So it will decrease the absorption by almost 50 to 90%. So that before I know, even that antacid is an OTC drugs, but my suggestion, even a pregnant lady also, she have to be very good care before she take antacid. So my suggestion is that you should first talk to your physician or you should consult a pharmacist because they are the medicine expert. I think they will guide you about antacid.
Thank you for watching, viewers. Now we come to the end of this dialogue. Please, for more of our video, don't forget to comment, subscribe and like. Thank you.